Yes, we are back here again. This bothers me. It's keeping the narrative on point, but yet, well, we'll see. My washing machine is going on in the background. I'm in the middle of doing my laundry. Right. Let's have a listen.
And hello everybody, welcome back.
This is British Stands channel, by the way. Yeah, British Stand. If you want to go over there and listen to it, by all means do. If you want to hear what I think, there goes.
To British Stand. Today we've got a really horrifying story to discuss with you, as a disturbing and deeply unsettling incident has rocked the Harrow community in northwest London outside a church. We're going to be breaking this one down. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's something that is certainly on the rise, that keeps on happening in the United Kingdom, and there's a direct correlation which we'll get to momentarily. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content, and let's break this down. Do get involved in the live chat. We'll be joining you shortly. So, as stated, a deeply unsettling incident has rocked the Harrow community after police have confirmed that a man in his 60s was allegedly raped in the early hours of the morning outside a church. The incident occurred on Station Road, a central street in Harrow, shortly before 1 a.m. on Wednesday, July 23rd. According to police, officers were called to the scene at approximately 12:49 a.m. following reports of a sexual assault taking place in the vicinity of a church along the road. Upon arrival, officers detained a suspect at the scene. The Metropolitan Police have identified the suspect as Brooke Desalegn, a 32-year-old man with no fixed address. He was arrested on suspicion of sexual assault and charged with rape on the same day. In a statement released on Thursday, a spokesperson for the Met confirmed Brooke Desalegn, 32, of no fixed address, has been charged with rape on Wednesday, July 23rd. He is set to appear at Willesden Magistrates Court this morning, which of course was Thursday, July 24th. Wow. We're going to get into a little bit more, but just quickly, because this individual has no fixed address, let's get into where he would be from, because they didn't disclose what country he's from. So I asked ChatGPT this question. Where is the name from? Brooke Desalegn.
Right. I think... Oops, sorry about that. I think it's not about his last name. I think the thing is, it's about man. A man has raped another man. So you've got to be gay for a man to rape another man. Same as a woman. The man's got to be straight to rape a woman, because you won't get a gay guy raping a woman. So they caught this bloke, and I don't think there's nothing more shameful feeling than for this chap, this 60-year-old guy, got raped. You know, and straight away, I'm not thinking, oh, well, what was the guy's last name? What was, you know, nah. Let's talk about his fixed address. All right, you suggesting he's an immigrant? Is this an example of what an illegal immigrant, who an illegal immigrant is, or has he got documentation here? Is he British? Is he second, third generation? Thing is, he's caught. everyone's probably now going to bang on about migration. Everyone's probably now going to bang on about the gayness of it. But this bloke has now got to live with shame because that's what rape brings. So I'm not thinking about all that stuff. I am straight away thinking, what about the follow-up? What about health? He's going to need counselling. You know, the police needs to be put in place to protect him. I mean, they've not released his name, his address or anything, but the locals will know him. But nationally, he has his privacy, as he should in the court of law, not to have his name published because he's a victim, just like any woman. I will say it goes on to, he was actually caught in the act, because by the time 999 was called, which we'll listen to in a minute, he was caught. That is so lucky. How many women have been raped? How many men have been raped? And it goes to court and falls to pieces. But listen, carry on listening to this. We're going to skip past the whole issue to do with his last name because I frankly do not care.
Name is from. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Doesn't help. Oh, sorry. Level 11. See, these adverts actually pay the YouTuber. So his channel, he's getting paid for this ad.
The victim was
Not taxpaying or anyone else, but adverts. Which means, should you have a oversight of what adverts are being used on your page?
described as a man in his 60s and is now receiving support from specialist officers trained in dealing with victims of serious sexual offences. The police have not released any further personal details about the victim in order to protect his identity and privacy. The exact circumstances of the alleged assault remain under investigation, though the swift arrest suggests police responded to the call while the incident was still ongoing, or as it just occurred. It is understood that the arrest took place on the scene not long after the emergency call was made. Station Road, where the assault took place, is a busy thoroughfare in Harrow that is home to various shops, place of worship and residential buildings. While the area has seen isolated incidents of crime in the past, reports of sexual violence in public places, particularly involving male victims, remain rare and extremely alarming. The Met Police are expected to continue forensic and witness inquiries in the area, and it isn't clear at this time whether any CCTV footage exists that may assist the investigation. Authorities have appealed.
Well, the arriving officers should have had their body cams on, because the police here, including constables, because I've seen our locals wear body cameras. So we don't need to worry about maybe CCTV just yet, but there's body cameras. So
for discretion and patience from the public as the legal process unfolds.
Absolutely.
Mr. Deslanger court appearance marks the beginning of the judicial proceedings, and further updates will be made subject to court reporting restrictions.
So he's held in custody. He's not gone out on bail. He's got no fixed address, so there's nowhere for him to go out on bail with. Is this right? Is this how it works?
Incident that's involving an individual that with no fixed address, and of course I did a bit of research there on the name. There has been no sort of face reveal of this individual as of yet, but this is absolutely disgusting and absolutely shocking. Not to say rape on a girl is not disgusting. Absolutely, both are equally disgusting. But yeah, it's vile. It's absolutely vile.
Men do get raped by men. Women do get raped by women. Women and men do get raped by men. I wonder what the statistics is on that. I would search for it, but I think I'm going to have to ask the sort of question that it needs to, because North Walsham statistics, North Norfolk crime statistics, you can go on the website and it shows you the map. And I've discussed this with the police before. Give me a second. North Walsham Police Station. Right, if I click onto North Walsham Police Station, what I will do is I will show you what screen it is that I'm doing, and we'll look at these statistics. Right, so this is where I'm up to on North Walsham. Yep, all good, all good. Now, there we go, your local teams. Excuse me a sec, I need to remember. They've changed it. Wow, look at this, look. North Norfolk. So we've got five police stations. Is that it? Even though we have North Walsham Police Station, which isn't supposedly manned, it's got a yellow phone outside of it. Same as Coltishall, not Coltishall, and Wroxham. They're the only two that I've visited. So we've got Norwich Station, Norwich Police Station, Great Yarmouth, Lowestoft, Kings Lynn. Wowzers. So, wrong button. Right, North Walsham neighbourhood meeting. On the 27th, it is going to be online, and please do record it. And I'm going to record it because there's no law in sharing the correct information. Remember that one. I'm sure there's something written somewhere about it. And then the following night, there's a neighbourhood meeting at Munsley. So that's next month. So if you want to come along or want to join in, all you need to do is email the SNT North Walsham guys, and they will send you a link through, and I think it's just a link. I don't think it's password. I can't remember. It might be. I've only done it once. This technology I'm getting used to. So they give you the information, and then you go on meetings or Teams. It is here, Teams. And then you're in a little box with everybody else. If you don't want to be seen, you just click it so your voice can still be heard. You can do backgrounds, you can do all sorts, or you can just sit in a corner with nothing behind you and just listen. Okay. Right. Moving on. They haven't changed it. I'm realizing this now. Right. Crime and priorities. Every local police safety neighbourhood team has this information. This is our local police, right? You type in your area, safety neighbourhood team, it will come up and you will find this page under crime and priorities. If you are interested in your area, just click on the top reported crimes in this area. Here is North Norfolk. Violence and sexual offences have actually gone up again to 65. And you can see the little thing going on there. Now, when you want to know whereabouts this 65 has taken place, considering it's North Norfolk, so is it how many Munsley, how many North Walsham, how many in the other areas that are under North Norfolk? Look at the crime map. This is how they map it out. And this is what I want to see changed. because, okay, they have widened it, I must admit. There's now 3. They have either, they are now recording it better because this wasn't like this before. So maybe what I said did do something at that last meeting. But this is more like it. This is what I want to see. Because this is not about hatred or racism. This is about what this whole issue is about. Sexual offences. We've had one, hang on, let me just change that to make sure that that is that one. Here you go. That's better. Can you still see this? I hope so. Right. One. We've had one in Felmingham. And I've questioned this with the local Bobby before. It could be domestic abuse. It could be on the street. It could be on the pub. It could be a repeat offender that sometimes, what did she say? It will still be classed as one, even though there's probably 3 things amongst it, if I remember correctly. But she does talk about it in the last Safety Neighbourhood team recording of the public meeting of the police. Listen to it. She does explain. It's in the last kind of 20 minutes at the end of it, because they do talk about first 45 minutes on boy races. Okay, we have one. I'm not quite sure where that is. Between Bengate and Swamp Nabbit. Worstead. Is that Worstead? The other side of Worstead? We've had 3 in whatever area this is. Hadfield Nursery. Oh, interesting. It's pinpointing it quite nicely. One in Worstead. One just there. I am not assuming this is where the addresses are. I'm assuming where the offences took place. North Walsham, 27. 27 violent sexual offences. How many of them are domestic abuse? And how many of them are sexual assaults? And if you want to go on about sexual assaults and what Erping Forest District Council is wanting and how the government needs to be, this is what we need to look at. Cutting through the bullshit at the issue, because after all, save our kids. One auditor was sharing a women's GoFundMe page. So it's all about support. You know, we know these crimes are taking place, but what support is there afterwards? How much of police can do their job? And how much of this are we sick and tired of seeing the same violence? Okay, it just happens to be foreigners now, but white men have been doing it for hundreds of years. So let's just do it broadly and let's involve everyone under the same brush. Man, woman. Okay. Edingthorpe, 2. Bromholm, 6. Munsley, 13. Cromer Road. Not Cromer. Yeah, Cromer Road, sorry. 2. Trunch, 2. But yeah, you can look at any of those to see what is happening in and around your area. Because if you want to get on the bandwagon about this all stemming from sexual assault, rape, whether man or woman, let's sort it out now. Let's get this government doing what they should be doing, and then hopefully the immigration laws should then fall into place so this doesn't happen again. So these hotels might even need to be regulated more. what do we do with these people once the war finishes? Or, I mean, why are they here? That is the first question we need to find out, is why are they coming on the boats and coming over? What is why? And then we could only then explore that. So then we know how to stop it. Meanwhile, if you want to go over to British Stand and listen to the rest of the comments from public, by all means. It's just a different narrative from this chap. He's obviously reading off of a news article. But that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. So, till then, catch you later. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee. No, actually, it's char tea. Is it char tea? Have I said that right? I don't know. Catch you later.